15 unmanned underwater vehicles, autonomous navigation, GPS guidance, lithium battery powered, each carrying 500 kilograms of cocaine, torpedo-shaped, silent propulsion, traveling submerged from Colombia to Mexico. No crew, no risk to cartel personnel, completely automated drug delivery. The future of smuggling had arrived. Cartels had evolved beyond submarines. Human-operated vessels were vulnerable. Crews could be arrested. Pilots could cooperate. People were weak links. The solution: remove people entirely. Autonomous underwater drones, programmed routes, automated delivery, technology replacing human smugglers. DEA Intelligence Center detected the first drone in 2023. Unusual sonar signature off Colombian coast. Small vessel, moving slowly. Consistent depth, no surface activity. Coast Guard investigated, found nothing visually. But sonar tracked movement for days. Something was underwater, moving north, purpose unknown. Welcome to Operation Deep Current. When cartels deploy robot submarines, federal power develops robot hunters. Technology versus technology, and federal resources always win. The breakthrough came when drone malfunctioned, surfaced unexpectedly near Panama. Fishing vessel spotted it, reported to authorities. Panamanian Coast Guard recovered the device. Torpedo-shaped, 10 feet long, sophisticated electronics, and 500 kilograms of vacuum-sealed cocaine inside. Analysis revealed the engineering: autonomous underwater vehicle, pre-programmed route, GPS navigation, depth sensors, collision avoidance, battery life, 2 weeks, range, 1,000 miles. The drone could travel from Colombia to Mexico completely undetected. No crew, no support vessel, just robot delivering drugs. Autonomous drug torpedoes, 500 kilo cocaine each. Comment if you think cartel technology is getting too advanced. Special Agent Marcus Webb coordinated DEA's response. 15 years fighting cartel innovation. Submarines, drones, tunnels, fast boats, now robot torpedoes. This is different, Webb told his team. No human element to exploit. Can't arrest operators. Can't turn crew members. These drones are machines. We need technological solution, not traditional enforcement. Intelligence indicated 15 drones were deployed. Colombian engineers built them, tested in rivers, deployed from hidden locations. Each drone cost $200,000, carried cocaine worth $10 million. Return on investment was massive. Even losing half would be profitable. Cartels could afford drone losses. Success rate only needed to be 20%. The challenge was detection. Drones traveled submerged. Silent electric propulsion. Small radar cross-section when surfaced. Underwater sonar signature minimal. Traditional interdiction methods were ineffective. Coast Guard couldn't patrol entire Pacific Ocean watching for small underwater contacts. The solution required innovation. DEA partnered with US Navy. Naval Research Laboratory had expertise in underwater detection, anti-submarine warfare technology, autonomous underwater systems. If anyone could counter cartel drones, Navy could. Joint task force formed. DEA, Coast Guard, Navy, combining expertise, drug enforcement knowledge, maritime interdiction capability, underwater warfare technology. Together, they would hunt robot submarines. Navy deployed acoustic sensor arrays, underwater listening posts, detecting propulsion sounds. Small electric motors created unique signatures. Passive sonar identified potential drones. Data was analyzed by AI. Machine learning recognized patterns. Technology hunting technology. Additionally, Navy tested counter-drone systems, underwater interceptors, Autonomous hunters programmed to find and disable cartel drones, small torpedoes that attach to targets, disabled propulsion, forced surfacing. Then Coast Guard could recover them. Hit like if you believe Navy technology should be used against cartel innovation. The first successful intercept happened in April. Acoustic sensors detected drone off Ecuador. Navy deployed counter-drone. Small torpedo launched from submarine. Autonomous navigation. Seeking target. Found drone. Attached explosive charge. Disabled propulsion. Drone surfaced. Coast Guard cutter recovered the device. 500 kilograms of cocaine aboard. Electronics intact. Data downloaded. Route information. Departure location. Destination coordinates. Programming code. Intelligence goldmine. Every detail analyzed. The recovered data revealed the network. Launch sites in Colombia. Destinations in Mexico. Routes programmed. Timing schedules. Communication protocols. DEA now understood the entire operation. 15 drones, staggered departures, different routes, all converging on Mexican coast. Colombian authorities raided launch sites, hidden facilities on remote rivers, workshops building drones, engineers arrested, equipment seized. 3 drones were captured before launch. The supply chain was disrupted. But 12 drones were already deployed, somewhere in Pacific Ocean, moving toward Mexico, silent, submerged, programmed to deliver cocaine. Federal forces needed to find them all, stop the deliveries, prove that drone smuggling was ineffective. Navy expanded sensor deployment, more acoustic arrays, wider coverage, better detection. The Pacific became monitored battle space. Underwater listening posts tracked everything, every propulsion sound, every movement. Massive data collected. AI analyzed it all. Over 2 months, 9 more drones were detected and intercepted. Navy counter-drones disabled them. Coast Guard recovered devices. Cocaine seized. Electronics analyzed. The cartel's automation advantage was being neutralized by superior technology. Too much military technology or necessary response to cartel innovation. Comment T or N. 2 drones reached Mexican coastal waters, programmed to beach themselves, recovery teams waiting. But DEA and Mexican authorities were ready. Intelligence from recovered drones revealed landing locations. Surveillance teams watched. When cartel members arrived to collect drones, they were arrested. Drones were seized. Complete failure for cartel. The final drone disappeared. Never detected. Never recovered. Possibly malfunction. Battery failure. Navigation error. Lost at sea. The cartel's 15 drone deployment achieved 0 successful deliveries. Every drone either intercepted or lost. 7.5 tons of cocaine seized. 0 kilograms delivered. The cartel's investment was catastrophic. $3 million in drone construction, $7.5 million in cocaine cargo. All lost. Plus, arrested engineers, captured launch sites, seized equipment. The technology experiment failed completely. DEA analyzed all recovered drones, reverse-engineered the systems, understanding programming, navigation algorithms, communication protocols, creating library of cartel drone characteristics. Future drones would be recognized immediately. Detection would be easier. Interception would be certain. The engineers arrested in Colombia cooperated, faced decades in Colombian prison, provided detailed information: who commissioned drones, who funded development, who operated launch sites, how destinations were chosen. Everything documented. International arrest warrants issued. Which is more effective? A. Human-operated submarines. B. Autonomous drones. C. Neither against federal tech. Federal prosecutors charged everyone involved. Engineers faced technology export violations, conspiracy to distribute drugs, money laundering. Even though they were in Colombia, U.S. jurisdiction applied. They designed devices specifically to smuggle drugs into America. That was U.S. crime. Extradition requests were filed. Colombian government cooperated. 3 engineers were transferred to U.S. custody, prosecuted in Southern District of Florida. Evidence was overwhelming. Recovered drones, cocaine seized, programming code, their own statements. Guilty verdicts were certain. Trials were technical. Prosecutors explained autonomous navigation, GPS programming, drug compartment design. Jurors were educated in technology, then shown how that technology served drug trafficking. The engineers had built sophisticated delivery systems. For criminal organizations, purpose was clear. Defense argued engineers just built devices, didn't know they'd be used for drugs. Prosecutors demolished this claim. Devices were torpedo-shaped, designed for stealth, built in secret facilities. Payment was cash. Buyers were cartel members. Engineers knew exactly what they were building. Guilty on all counts. Lead engineer received 35 years. Others got 25 to 30 years. They'd used technical expertise to serve drug cartels. Federal judges showed no mercy. Skills that could have served legitimate purposes were weaponized against society. Prison was consequence. The drone seizures provided unprecedented intelligence, cartel communication networks, financial systems, distribution plans, all stored in drone electronics. DEA exploited this data. Dozens of follow-up investigations, additional arrests, more drug seizures. The drone program failure became broader cartel disaster. Coast Guard implemented new detection procedures, underwater acoustic monitoring, counter-drone capabilities, training for crews. Future autonomous drug deliveries would be detected, intercepted, seized. The technology was now permanent part of maritime enforcement. If you believe cartel engineers deserve same sentences as smugglers, type SWAT power. Navy continued developing counter-drone systems, improved detection, better interception, faster response. The military technology that defeated cartel drones was refined, enhanced, deployed permanently. Ocean surveillance reached new levels. International cooperation strengthened. Colombia, Ecuador, Panama, Peru. All countries where drones could launch. Everyone sharing intelligence, monitoring coastal areas, coordinating responses. The technology fight required multinational partnership. Technology companies assisted. Underwater robotics manufacturers, GPS developers, battery producers. Legitimate industries didn't want association with drug trafficking. They helped law enforcement understand systems, identify vulnerabilities, counter illegal usage. Legislation was proposed, restricting autonomous underwater vehicle components, requiring registration, monitoring purchases, making cartel drone construction harder. The regulatory response addressed technology proliferation. Other cartels noticed. Drone program cost millions, achieved 0 deliveries. All drones intercepted or lost. Engineers arrested. Technology defeated completely. The automation advantage didn't exist. Federal capabilities were superior. Investment wasn't worth return. Cartel innovation shifted. Some returned to human-operated submarines. Others tried different methods. But drone smuggling was abandoned. Cost too high. Success rate 0. Federal detection too effective. Countermeasures too advanced. The future of smuggling wasn't autonomous. Federal technology ensured that. The 15 recovered drones were displayed at DEA Museum. Evidence of cartel innovation, proof of federal superiority. Tourists see torpedo-shaped devices, learn about underwater drug trafficking, understand how technology serves both criminals and law enforcement. But federal resources always win. Engineers in federal prison tell other inmates their stories, built sophisticated autonomous systems, cutting-edge robotics, advanced programming, all for drug cartels, now decades behind bars. Technical expertise wasted, could have built legitimate underwater vehicles, researched submarines, ocean exploration tools. Instead, served criminals, now paying price. Should autonomous drug delivery be classified as drug trafficking terrorism? Comment yes or no. Special Agent Webb received commendations. His coordination defeated cartel drone program, interagency cooperation, international partnerships, technology integration, perfect response to unprecedented threat. Operation Deep Current became model for countering cartel innovation. The Colombian engineers who cooperated received reduced sentences, still significant time. But cooperation saved them from maximum penalties. Their intelligence helped dismantle broader networks, prevented future drone development, protected them from cartel retaliation. Federal protection came with prison term reduction. Navy technology proved invaluable. Anti-submarine warfare capabilities adapted to drug interdiction, acoustic sensors, autonomous counter-systems, ocean surveillance, military expertise applied to law enforcement. Future threats would face same superior technology. The Pacific Ocean, where drones operated, is now monitored comprehensively. Underwater listening posts, regular patrols, sensor networks, surface vessels, submarines when needed. The maritime domain is controlled. Federal presence is absolute. Operation Deep Current proved that cartel technology doesn't defeat federal capabilities. Autonomous drones were sophisticated, expensive, innovative, still completely neutralized. 0 successful deliveries. Every drone intercepted or lost. Engineers arrested. Network destroyed. Technology without strategy fails. This is what happens when cartels deploy robot submarines. This is what DEA and Navy achieve through technological superiority. This is why automation doesn't beat federal power. You can build autonomous drones. You can program sophisticated navigation. You can eliminate human operators. You can think technology provides immunity. None of it stops federal detection. Navy has better sensors, has counter-drone systems, has unlimited resources, will find every device, will intercept every delivery, will arrest every engineer, will prosecute successfully. The cartel learned this the hard way. 15 drones deployed, 3 million invested, 7.5 tons of cocaine loaded, 0 successful deliveries, every drone captured or lost, all cocaine seized, engineers arrested and extradited, complete technological failure, perfect federal victory. This is SWAT power, where autonomous drug drones get hunted by autonomous federal systems, where cartel innovation meets superior military technology, where underwater smuggling faces underwater warfare capabilities, where federal power proves that in technology race, government always wins. The answer to the quiz? C. Neither works against federal technology. Human submarines get intercepted by Coast Guard. Autonomous drones get disabled by Navy counter-systems. Federal resources and capabilities exceed cartel innovation regardless of method. Technology gap is insurmountable. Should underwater autonomous smuggling face mandatory life sentences? Do you support permanent Navy deployment for drug interdiction? Which technology aspect impressed you most? Comment below. Like if you support DEA and Navy cooperation. Subscribe to SWAT Power, where federal forces hunt robot submarines, deploy counter-drone technology, and prove cartel innovation can't win technology wars. Because autonomous delivery systems face autonomous hunter systems, and federal hunters always win. SWAT power, drone fleet destroyed, engineers imprisoned, cocaine seized, technology defeated, every single time.